This is the Mova P10 Pro Ultra Robot Vacuum and Mop. When I first unpacked the box, I was honestly a little skeptical. I haven't heard much about the Mova brand before, and I've tried quite a few robot vacuums in the past. Some work great, others not so much. And when you see a newer company claiming big suction numbers and loads of features, it's normal to feel a bit cautious. The shape got my attention right away. The vacuum itself has a sleek, really clean-looking white design with the classic low-profile circular robot style. What stands out, though, is the docking station. It's a chunky, rectangular unit, but it packs in almost all the smart features I'd want in a high-end vacuum setup. The base looks sturdy, not cheap or flimsy, and everything feels like it clicks together with purpose. On top of that, the finish is modern and simple, so it doesn't look out of place in my living room or kitchen. The robot is compact enough to duck under my sofa and bed, and it didn't have trouble squeezing around furniture legs, which is a win for me, since I hate corners getting ignored. Now, talking about my own experience with this robot, let's be honest, the idea of a one-button cleaning solution is appealing, but usually you end up having to babysit these things at least a little. In this case, setup surprised me by being pretty straightforward. The Mova app guides you step by step, downloading the app, getting it connected to my Wi-Fi, naming my robot, the whole deal. It took around 10 minutes, and after that, I mapped my house by just sending the robot out for its first test run. The robot uses spinning LiDAR, the top sensor that rotates, to see my space and create a map on the app. It's easy to drag virtual boundaries or set no-go zones for places like my kids' play area. One thing I learned quickly: this robot is quiet, especially compared to some of the older vacuums I've tried. There's a faint hum, but I could have a call in the next room and barely notice it working. The battery is powerful. Mova claims it can clean over 2,000 square feet on a single charge, and from what I saw, that might even be underselling it for small to average homes. Now let's hit on the main features: the suction, the cleaning power, the all-in-one mop, and the docking station. This is where Mova gets ambitious. The headline feature is the 13,000 Pascal PA suction. For anyone unfamiliar, Pascal is a unit for measuring pressure. Most decent robot vacuums have somewhere between 2,000 and 5,000 PA. Here, Mova promises way more than that. I tested it on my rugs, hardwoods, tile, and even tossed some cracker crumbs and hair clippings to see how it'd do. My honest reaction: it picks up nearly everything, from little dust to bigger cereal bits, without stalling. Even close to the baseboards and in the corners, which is something other robots I've owned have often missed. The extendable side brush helps a lot. This little arm pops out when needed to sweep dust out of the edges into the path of the vacuum. I could see the improvement right away. There wasn't that usual dust line left behind near walls. The mopping system is surprisingly clever. The dual spinning mop pads do the job with a combination of pressure and rotation. If you've never used a robot mop before, you should know that most can't avoid getting your carpets wet. This one can. On carpeted sections, the mops automatically lift up, so only the vacuum part is running. You don't get soggy carpets, one of my main complaints about other vacuum mop combos I've tried in the past. When it returns to the base, the dock washes the mops with hot water and blows them dry with hot air, which keeps everything smell-free and clean for the next run. After a full cleaning, the mop pads looked and smelled fresh, so I don't have to handle gross, musty cloths every day. Navigation was a pleasant surprise. Using the combo of LiDAR and a smart camera at the front, the robot mapped my rooms quickly and avoided obstacles like shoes, toys, and even pet bowls. The app lets me see what it recognized, and I actually watched it slow down and swerve around my dog's toy. The sensors are supposed to recognize over 70 different types of objects. For the most part, it didn't get stuck and found its way back to the dock every time. I also want to touch on some smaller features I think are worth mentioning. Mova includes a pet check option in the app. It's got a video camera that lets me tap in and see my pets at home, and I could even make a quick voice call to say hi or scold them off the couch. It felt futuristic, and yes, it's a novelty, but if you're a pet owner, it's fun. With all of that praise, I do have a few points I wasn't totally happy with. The biggest thing for me was mopping dried, stuck-on stains. I ran a test where I let some soda and coffee dry on the kitchen floor overnight. The P10 Pro Ultra tried, but it didn't get everything up. Stubborn stains needed a little manual scrubbing afterward. Daily dirt and light spills? No issue at all, but for really tough, dried messes, you might need to step in with a mop yourself. Flattened pet hair on carpets is another thing. I've got a dog and a cat, so pet hair is what really determines how good a vacuum is for me. When I pressed pet hair into my rugs and ran the vacuum, it picked up most, but but not all. Mova says it gets 66% of flattened hair, and that's about what I found. On hard floors though, pet hair was cleaned up beautifully. No complaints there. Another small gripe is the clean water tank. It holds a lot, but there aren't visible markings, so sometimes I just guess how much to fill. Not a huge deal, but it would be nice for the next version. A big hesitation I had at the start, and still do a little, is the brand itself. Mova is newer on the market. There are plenty of positive online reviews, but when I make a big purchase like this, I always wonder, how easy will it be to get help if something breaks, or will they honor the warranty months down the line? So far, nothing's broken and everything's working, but it's worth mentioning, from my experience, what sets this robot apart is really the combination of cleaning power and the docking station. After every run, it empties itself into a sealed dust bag in the dock, so I don't have to mess with dust and debris. It even washes and dries the mops, which is perfect for busy people like me. The app is easy to use, letting me customize when it cleans, which rooms, and how strong the suction or water flow should be. I set up zones to avoid tangled charger cords, pet bowls, and even made it run extra times in the high-traffic entryway. It's perfect for anyone looking for a truly hands-off cleaning routine. If you're tired of emptying bins, cleaning mop pads, or babysitting your robot every run, this thing really delivers. If you have a mix of hard floors and carpets, pets, or big open areas to clean, I'd recommend this for you. I do wish it attacked dried-on stains a bit more aggressively and would like to see more testing on long-term reliability. But for its price and feature set, it's seriously impressive. In conclusion, the Mova P10 Pro Ultra Robot Vacuum and Mop is a strong contender among smart home cleaning devices. It's got power, intelligence, and convenience wrapped into one. For everyday cleaning, it's a massive help. I look forward to seeing how it holds up long-term, but for now, it's easily one of the best values I've tried. If you're shopping for something that takes cleaning off your plate and does a thorough job with little input, this might be the answer. I will share detailed information about the Mova P10 Pro Ultra Robot Vacuum and Mop in the comments section, everyone. Thank you for watching.